Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at the selection tool or tools within FlexiPRINT. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we're into the program here. So like I mentioned, today we're going to be looking at the selection tool, and this will be a mini series on the actual secondary toolbar, which will be this toolbar here on the left. So our first tool on the list is selection, and we have two options with this tool. If you see with any of these toolbars, if they have a little black arrow on the top right corner, that means if you had to left click with your mouse and hold, it will pop up another menu where we can select the other tools in that. So we can see if we do the same with the text. Okay, let's just select that one, go with the text. There you can see we've got some more in there. So just to keep in mind, that is how it works. So the first one will just be the basic select. So what I'm going to do is just quickly first create some shapes so I can demonstrate the selection. I'm just going to make a few duplicates of this. So now with the selection tool selected, if I simply left click on one of these shapes, you can see it starts highlighting it as if it is selected, which it is. And if I had to click it and hold the left mouse button in there, I can move it around so you can see this one is selected. Now let's say I want to select more than one. There's two main ways we can go about it. The one is we just simply use a selection box, which if I had to left click and drag, you can see here we create this blue box, and whatever this blue box touches will become selected. So as you can see here, I can move this around. But now the problem starts becoming, let's say I make a selection box of all of these shapes, but I don't want this one selected. Then that is where we want to use some hotkey operators. So the general one for this is shift. So if you keep shifting and you select the shape, it will select that like normal. But if you had to left click another shape with shift selected or pressed, we'll select that shape as well. Now the same way we can select it, we also deselect. So if I had to make a selection box over these, I want to deselect that one, I keep shifting, click that, and now it has deselected that one box for us. So it's pretty handy. So just a quick recap with the first selection tool. If we keep shifting, we can select multiple shapes and deselect shapes that's already selected. Then just normal left click will do a single operator selection, and then if we drag a box, whatever this box touches, it will become selected. Now the next tool on our list is the select within. I'm gonna zoom here so you can just see. So if I hold this, and then there we can see select within tool. What this is going to do is going to allow us to select shapes within other shapes, especially if it is grouped. So I'm just going to quickly make another shape here, and then let's grab this one, scale it a bit, put it with that one. I'm going to change the color just so we can see it's two different shapes. Select these two, and then I'm going to go right click, combine at the bottom, and select group. Now if I had to select this, you will notice with our normal selection tool, it acts as if it's one single object. So this is great if you've designed a logo or something like that and you don't want to be altered while you're moving it around. But let's say you need to move something in there, maybe some text or something. Then what you want to do is click and hold this button, go to select within, and now we can select shapes within that group, which can be quite handy. And one thing to keep in mind, if any of these, or some tools, not all of them, but most of the tools within these menus, if I had to select on the background here now, you'll see this one will swap back to the original select tool. If I click there, it goes back to the original one, and now we're no longer with select within. So just keep that in mind. It is quite useful to know, otherwise you might get quite confused if your selection tool suddenly doesn't act the way it should. So, but keeping also in mind with select within, if I select this shape, I can still shift click and select these shapes and move them together as if they are not grouped. But as soon as I click on the white space somewhere, it will now count it as if it is grouped. Oh yeah, otherwise that is it on our selection tools. Quite handy, you're going to be using it a lot. and the select within is very useful if you are working within groups. But in the meanwhile, if we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your searching on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.